Before camp, what did God do this week in your life? And then finally, how are things going to be different as you go back home? So I'm going to ask each one to reintroduce themselves and say where they're from, and then we'll answer those questions. So name and where you're from.
My name's Jewel. I'm from Washington.
Washington? All right, anybody from Washington? All right, so tell us a little about maybe what was life like before camp.
Well, I was kind of scared that I wasn't going to get to go to camp this summer because horse camp got filled and it's the same place as here. And I found out that there's this awesome camp, like this whole group of people coming here. And I decided that I wanted to come just because I wanted to see how it worked out. And it turned out that it was like really awesome.
Really awesome. So what did you learn about God this week? Or what are some of the things you're learning about this week?
I'm learning how to accept him more and more. Like every time I accept him, I'm renewing my relationship with God.
All right. And what are maybe some things will be different as you go home?
My relationship with my family will change a lot because my father just doesn't like to hang out with the family often.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hang out with him a lot more.
All right. Thank you. Give it up for our girl from Washington. All right. Name and where you're from.
I'm Angelina and I'm from Shelton.
From Shelton. Woo! Shelton. All right. So tell us a little bit about life before you came to camp.
I was really, really shy. I had really bad problems being social.
Yeah.
And right over this period of time this week, I learned to be more bold. And Jesus just told me, you need to go out there and tell people about the word. So I'm going to try to be bold.
Wow. So Jesus told you to be bold about God's word. Woo! That's fine. That's awesome. All right. So what's going to change as you go home and use this boldness?
Tell more people about God. I'm just going to be out there.
Yeah. All right. High five. All right. Give her a hand today. She's going to be out there. Thank you. Okay. Name and where you're from.
My name's Julie and I'm from Shelton.
Woo! Shelton. All right. So tell us a little about life before coming here.
Before I came here, I got in trouble a lot with my stepdad, and I haven't seen my dad over almost 2 months because he's an alcoholic. And so now that I came here, it's I learned about Jesus and God, and yeah.
What did you learn about Jesus and God this week that maybe impacted your life?
Maybe that I can try and go talk to my dad about things.
Yeah. Is that your plan when you get back home to go and do that?
Yeah, to go talk to my dad and my stepdad.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty brave to do what she's doing, right? Give her a hand. Thank you. What's up, man? All right, man. So tell us name and where you're from.
Cyrus from Seattle.
Cyrus from Seattle. That's all right, man. That's all right. Okay. So tell us a little bit about life before coming here this week.
Outside of home, life was pretty fun. Hang out with this kid down there, all of them over there. Yeah. But when I went home, it was kind of boring. I didn't like it. I wouldn't like to go home. So, when it hit summer, I went crazy, and I didn't go home for 4 days straight.
Wow. You just hung out with people, some friends and stuff? Yeah. So tell me what happened this week that maybe impacted your life.
I met some new people, new friends, got a better understanding of people in my cabin, and got to learn what they go through at home, and learn that the world is bigger than me, and it's not all about me. Everybody else has feelings and a different way to express themselves.
Yeah. Wow. That's pretty good, right? So, let me ask you this, did God play a role in any of that process this week in your life?
Yeah, because God gave me a new start here, to everybody knowing what I do. I got to meet all these new people and have an awesome time. I got to go swimming. I got to do the blob for the first time.
That's sweet, yeah. So you're getting a new start, doing the blob all in the same week. That's awesome. Yeah. All right. So last thing is tell us about maybe some of the things that are going to be different now as you go back home.
I'm going to try to have a better attitude and try not to disrespect my mom as much, and try when she asks me something to do it right away and not try to make up excuses to get out of doing my work and try to like everything I need to do done.
Yeah. Give him a hand. Thank you, man. Great man. All right, young lady, your name and where you're from?
I'm JJ and I'm from Missoula, Montana.
Missoula, Montana. Man, how long did it take you to get here?
About 10 hours.
About 10 hours.
In a van.
In a van with a bunch of middle schoolers.
Yeah.
Yes, awesome. All right, so JJ is from Montana. Tell us a little bit about life maybe before you got here.
Before I got here, it's fun. I get to do a lot of things, but I was in a bad stage where I was cutting and stuff has been going on with my family. So it's been really hard, but I've been going through learning more about God and getting into me, which is really great for me.
Yeah. So it sounds like it was pretty tough before you came here. So what's some of the things this week, man? You met some great friends, good leaders, and how did maybe what happened this week impact maybe what's going on back home?
It's actually impacted me more than I thought it was going to. I knew God. I just invited him in my life a couple months ago, actually. I have a great mom who takes me to church every Sunday, and it's like, it feels really good to have him with me. Knowing that he's there, he's carrying me along the way of life. And I just hope and I pray that he's with me every single day.
Yeah. Isn't that so cool to know that God is there every single day, even when things are hard? And so how are things, as you look now to going back home, how do you think you're going to handle things a little different now?
I'm going to handle them way different. I'm going to pray every single day. I'm going to hang out with friends and family and be more like me and not like somebody behind a mask.
Yeah, awesome. So proud of you. Thank you. All right. So, name and where you're from?
Mariela, and I'm from Everett.
From where? Everett. She just says yes, she didn't answer, but okay. I'll take your word. All right, Mariela, tell us a little about life prior to coming here.
Well, prior to coming here, I don't have a really good relationship with my real mom and my real dad. My dad's in jail because he sells drugs, and my mom does drugs and she drinks, and that hurts me a lot. And I'm in foster care, and I don't get to see a lot of my sisters. And my mom, like, she makes a whole bunch of promises, but she never fulfills them. And then it kind of hurts me because I know that she still loves all of us, but she just doesn't have enough courage to get past all that stuff.
Sounds like it's a pretty hard place right now. So this week, as you've been at camp, what have been some of the things that maybe have impacted you?
This week at camp, I know that I learned to forgive my mom and learned that, like, Jesus, he's always watching over me, and he doesn't judge on what you look like or what you say. He just loves you for what's in your heart, and that, like, helps me a lot because I know that I can forgive my mom when we get back.
Yeah. Is that the plan? Is that how that's going to impact when you get back home?
Yeah.
I'm going to give it up for Mariela. All right, big man. Name, address, phone number, social security card.
Jamin, I live in Sequilla. 1-3 is...
No.
All right, so Tequila, and tell us a little bit about life maybe before you got here.
having family problems.
Yeah.
I'm the oldest, oldest son, so I have a lot of expectations.
Yeah.
And having problems with my sister. Like when we were younger, I used to like protect her a lot, and we used to like be really close. And then, as she got older, she like changed. And having problems with my dad, because I gotta be a role model. I gotta do good in sports. I gotta do good in school. And I started to feel like I was alone, and that I had to do everything myself. Next question.
Yeah. That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of carry. Tell us maybe how this week has impacted your life and kind of that challenge at home.
I feel like I got like a fresh start, like I can start over, and that I'm not alone anymore because I have God.
Yeah.
That I can, I always have someone to look to when I'm feeling down or I'm in a hard place. I can just pray or like, I know how important going to church is now.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Praise and worship really good.
Yeah, praise and worship, yeah. There's something about being in the presence of Almighty God. That's awesome. So, what are some things that you feel like are going to change as you go back home now?
It's like everything's going to change. I'm not alone anymore.
Yeah. Give him a high five, man. Give him a hand today. All right. See, the cool thing about this is that we all come in, and we talked about masks throughout the week. We talked about all these challenges. But the truth is that, it's amazing what happens when we let God in. He starts doing amazing things. So that's been awesome. So tell us name and where you're from.
Mustafa, and I'm from Seattle.
Mustafa from Seattle. Give it up. Come on. Woo! Okay, so Mustafa, tell us a little bit about life prior to coming to camp.
Life before camp was boring. Had nothing to do. Hanged out with some squares. I was just bored.
Yeah.
Stayed home all day. Got yelled at.
All right, and so you've been here at camp for a week, and what have you? How has this week impacted you here?
It impacted me because I learned how to be patient.
Wow.
Roberto, where you at? You suck. Yeah.
Oh.
He taught me how to be patient and stuff when I was in here.
Okay.
When the first day we came here, I was all loud and I was messing around with some kids, some babies. Yeah. Yeah. And then start getting consequences and start being good. Stop talking and stuff.
Consequences help. Yeah. They're not always bad. Sometimes they help you focus life. So maybe after this, what are some things you're walking away with that'll impact you when you get back home on?
I'm gonna learn how to be patient with my dad more because my dad be yelling all the time.
Yeah.
Non-stop.
Yeah.
And now I know how to be patient. I'm gonna just walk to my room, be quiet.
Chill out a bit.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mustafa. All right. I take it you're from Seattle. All right, so name and where you're from.
Raul, I'm from Seattle.
Raul from Seattle. All right, Raul, tell us a little bit about life prior to coming to camp.
When I came here,
Yeah.
right. Well, there's like 10 people living in my house. It's a big family. I have to take care of my sister, and my stepdad just came because he went to Salvador and then he came back. Then I had to take care of my sister every day, and it's kind of sucks because I want to go out with my friends and all that. Go out with my.
Focus. Come on. There you go.
So, my sister gives me a hard time sometimes because she texts everything and kind of gets me annoyed.
Yeah. So what are some of the things maybe this week that have impacted your life here at camp?
Like talking because that got me in like hard. Like it sucks from your mom that she died. Like it sucks, and like she gives you like grace, and like she gives you something but you didn't deserve it. So get alive. Yeah.
Okay, so what are some things maybe when you leave here you feel will be different?
Not being so mean to like being rude to my mom because we sometimes have some hard times.
Yeah.
Like gotta be patient. Like just don't talk to her and like give her like to chill. So I just go to my room, doing nothing, just hear music. So yeah.
Thank you, Ro. Appreciate it.
If you can hear me, clap once. If you can hear me, clap twice. This was a tough week for me because one of my closest friends got killed on Saturday due to gun violence. But being here has kind of healed me because a lot of you guys have opened up and cried and gave your heart to the Lord, and that's helping heal me. And I'm enjoying spending this time with you, but it kind of hurts to see the ones that are kind of shutting it off. But I'm glad that some of you are, like my guy, where is he? Carlisle, where you at? He's up front every time, giving it up to the God. He's turning up every time for the Lord. And that just helps heal me. He's up there every day in the front. And then there's a couple girls right here. There she is, JJ. She gives it up and it helps heal my heart. Because it's just like, we all a lot of us come from broken homes. And that just hurts when you feel like you're alone. But on this journey called life, you have the greatest friend when you give your heart to Jesus. You'll never walk alone. And it's like everybody's trying to be like everybody else, but dare to be yourself, dare to be unique. God created you to be yourself, so stop trying to be like everybody else. And I just thank every one of you guys, and I thank the Lord for my chance to be with you guys. And like, I got a couple bad guys, but I like them. You know, I like it. And then when I came here, I got to be with a group of White Center kids that I didn't even know, and I've grown close to a couple of them. There they are over there. You know, I got a couple favorite ones, but give it up for those guys because they welcome me with open arms. Thank you guys. And you know, CD over there. You know, CD, Alik, Yusuf, Mustafa, TJ. I can't name them all. Jalen. Nah, Cyrus, sit down. I know you. Christian. And then Nunu. And then there's a couple I've met, like, where's the little white fly guy, Chris? Where's Chris at? Coming from a different background, I didn't think I could vibe with him, but he's a cool guy. And where's the little yeet guy? Where's he at? Little yeet man. Can you stand up and yeet for me right quick? Seattle swag. You turned up. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Give a hand. Okay, so you saw some pretty brave